now because it'll
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are live. It is August 14th, 2025, coming at you a little bit early, but live, 3:59, Canoga Park, California, at the 2LaneLIVE headquarters. This episode is brought to you by Law Tigers Motorcycle Attorneys. Get yourself in an accident, find yourself in a pinch, give them a call after calling 911 and before calling your insurance, and they'll make sure you're taken care of. Galen, what you got going on over there?
Well, I got an 805 by Firestone. So, Matt, we appreciate you. But we're running low, buddy. We need a resupply. Send the wagon. We need it.
So in this episode, we're going to be sharing some big news regarding potentially one of the motorcycles that we rode to Sturgis and back. We're going to be sharing some Sturgis stories, updates, all kinds of 2-lane stuff.
So, hey, one thing that I just learned, and it kind of blows my mind. I don't know why they're doing it, but you were reading that the Sturgis rally next year starts on the 7th of August to the 16th. That's like usually when it ends on the 7th.
Well, I think they usually like to start it the first Friday or Thursday of every August. And so the first Friday is actually the 31st of July. So the first lands on a Saturday. So I think they're pushing it out a week. Which will still be fine for us because we can leave like the 1st or 2nd and then stay like up through the 7th and then or the 13th, and we'll be fine. No problem.
But interesting. That was kind of a little shocker right there. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the video drop yesterday of our first day 1, heading to Sturgis. What a great gas station stop video. We stopped at a lot of gas stations. You need to check it out. You'll know where to get gas on the open road.
Well, I think the whole trip was pretty damn incredible, right? Like they're going to see some really cool stuff that we did in the next couple of videos. We did an incredible camping spot in Hunts Mesa, so people kind of check that out. We did some river rafting with the boys.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
cool.
I think this is going to be really cool, and you know. We've had comments, and I think people have taken some of them down, but we've made more of a big deal about these carbureted bikes than maybe some people like. But honestly, for me, I thought it was an incredibly different trip because we were, with the chopper the first week getting out there. We couldn't really do over 70, 75 miles an hour. We had numerous gas stops, as you saw in the first video.
It was great, though. I like seeing that.
But we were doing 65 miles an hour on average, and you could hear your comms. It was also nice and clear. The bikes ran well. But to go camping and hang out with the boys, we missed that last year. Last year we were in Milwaukee, and then we rode to Sturgis from there. And so it was really fun getting back out on the road with the boys for that long. Because it took us 6 days to get there, and we had a really good time.
Well, people are saying, there's a few people, not many, but saying, what's the big deal about the carbureted bikes?
Right.
And you know what? It's no big deal about the carbureted bikes. It was great to ride, and if you've ridden a fuel-injected bike and you've ridden a carbureted bike, there is a difference, and you have to ride them differently, which is great. And I had fun.
I think there is a big deal now that I really think about it. Now that I did it, because I've never thrown a leg over a carbureted Harley Davidson. The last carbureted bike, and I've said this 100 times, is my dirt bike. Well, when I was 17, 18 years old, and so for me, experiencing what we did, going slower, even on the way home, they're 5 speeds. We couldn't crank up to a 95, 100 miles an hour without just kind of winding the thing. So it was a slower pace. The bikes sound completely different. I love the sound of that when you pull the choke and you just fire it up and it pops and it's right there. And so to me, it is a big deal because I hadn't done it before. And so I know people are riding carbureted bikes every day, and to them, it's not a big, but for me, it became a big deal because I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a different experience.
So I say, for the people that say it's not a big deal and they wonder why we did it, you should start a YouTube channel, get a fuel injected bike, and do a whole series on it. Put in the effort, the time, the money to entertain people and see what that's like. And then we'll comment on their some stuff.
I like
and
that.
I think that's another point. Not that we're going to comment on their stuff, but one of the reasons we did this is to see, if we went and spent $5,000 on a bike and we added some parts to it, let's just say we're in at $6,000. And if I'm a first time rider, I'm thinking about getting a Harley and I don't want to spend the money on a newer bike. I mean, proof in the pudding that you can go get some of these bikes, work on them a little bit. We did over 3,600 miles. We really had little or no problems. We had a few, and we'll talk about those, but and graduate from that. Like your first bike was a 2014 Road King.
No, 2008 Road King, and then I had a Street Glide.
And I had a 2011 Road King, and so that was it was a used bike, and it was an entry level bike, and it's kind of my point here.
And they were fuel injected.
Those were both fuel injected,
whether we liked it or not.
Right, but you can get on these bikes, you can learn how to ride, you can check them out. And then when you're ready to go, you can graduate up to that next set of bike, because I guarantee you'll want to. Like when I got on my bike, when I got home, my Road Glide, Josh is still having a little bit of a temper tantrum over there, but
I'm enjoying the dyno.
But it was odd, as you're sitting here, and then it's like, now I'm back into it. It's snappy, it's powerful, it's got the suspension, I've got radio and all sorts of stuff. So
you can't beat a brand new bike. They're awesome. And I worked my situation out from 2008 to now, even before 2LaneLIVE. Every couple of years, I'd get a new bike because I always love the new Harley Davidsons. When they come out, it's like fresh and new, and they're strong and powerful. So you can't go wrong with a new bike. You're going to love a new bike. But the cool thing about what we did, and we can talk about what we're going to do, right? Even without detail.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this, we have these 3 beautiful carbureted bikes. And we don't know yet what, but one of them we're going to share with you guys because we're going to give you an opportunity to win it. We don't know which one yet, but you got to stay tuned to our social media, YouTube channel, our Instagram accounts, and we're going to tell you some stuff very, very soon, how you can be part of it and actually get a bike that was ridden by one of us on a great journey with a great story.
And the cool thing, like we got so much amazing support from the start, even from the idea of the carbureted bikes, like the series, the build, the pickups, riding them to Sturgis and back. And it's just cool for us to see. And you're talking about, okay, can't afford a brand new bike, don't want a brand new bike right now. That barrier to entry for a used bike is so low. The important thing is you're getting out to ride.
Yep.
So we're hoping to give someone the chance to get this bike. We'll explain how next week to get out and ride.
That's a great thing. And we all agreed on doing it. And it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And I can't wait to see who ends up getting one and loving it.
Well, and for those of you that are religious with us on YouTube, this might be a good opportunity for you to sign into our Instagram account as well and our Facebook stuff, because we're going to start teasing what's going on here in the next couple of days. And we'll probably launch something early in the week, next week, with all the rules, and you'll see that stuff. And so I would pay attention to all of our social platforms.
Yeah, shoot me an email and I'll give you the password and you can log into our Instagram.
Right here.
Log on in.
2LaneLIVE, at 2LaneLIVE. That's where you go to the Instagram, check it out. Go to our website too. Our website has been such a cool thing to watch that grow. And you can get a lot of things there. You can check things out there, and you'll have to end up there if you want to win the bike.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here's a question from a newcomer. So out of curiosity, do you guys have your own warehouse and storefront for your merch, aka the shop? Yes, we have a headquarters here in Southern California, Canoga Park, California, where we have not only apparel, but pretty much any drag specialties part you can think of. We got Legend suspension, Cobra exhaust, Clockworks windshields, Saddleman seats. So we got our gloves, we got helmets, we got anything you can think of, as well as this beautiful podcast studio, showroom, lounge,
Or you can call me at 818-207-7084 and we can talk parts over the phone. So
we have a few years of working very, very hard. We're in our 5th year working hard to build this actual storefront, warehouse, offices, studio, podcast center. And that's to bring all the cool stuff and all the travels that we do and bring you guys along with us.
And I like you poking fun at some of the comments, what you said, because people always have something to say, and that's fine. That's the law of nature. But I think some people, say someone makes a comment about a particular brand doing a sponsorship deal. Okay. What we do isn't free, but we're giving away all the value for free because that's what we want to do. That's amazing. But it cost us as a brand and individuals quite a bit of money to make it happen. So we're glad that everyone else appreciates it.
But we're sharing with our community.
Yep,
the people that watch
exactly.
us, we want to share information, knowledge, and gifts.
I just see purple people eater keep coming up everywhere, so it's fine. I mean,
we're trying to figure out which bike to give away, and people are saying the purple people eater.
I saw a comment on my bike, but Josh threw it away real quick.
Well,
where was it at?
You discounted it.
Yes.
Was it above?
I don't know, but but we're getting a lot of comments there that say that, you know, we've dropped one video. I think people have also watched thrashing videos, and they're saying that looks like you guys had a ton of fun, and we absolutely did. And I saw Dubai is in the house. Good.
Yep. And we had a question.
Gravy.
You guys ship overseas? Yes, we ship
Heck yeah.
worldwide. Rates are determined by the carrier, so sometimes it gets a little expensive overseas, but that's USPS's problem.
Yeah, don't get mad at us. We and we usually try to use USPS, not UPS, because we found that some of the charges, not the tariffs, the customs charges are crazy with them. So we try to use USPS. But hey, I saw full tank on the comments too, so pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Some of the stuff that we did, we've never done in the past, where we took, you know, this idea of let's go camping, even though we had a couple of chase vehicles. Those chase vehicles worked out well because they had like the Blackstone grill in the back. It worked out for a place where if it was hot, you could jump in the rig for a minute. There were refreshments in the rig, so it was a damn good trip.
Refreshments.
El Paso is in
the rig.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is the Elvis suit?
So we got ourselves. We worked our way up to Flagstaff, and there was the one bathroom that we were all trying to get in and out of, and I unzipped, and you have to take the jumpsuit off to get down to your chonies, right? So went to the bathroom, came back out, and like just drank a bunch of water. So I'm like, I got to go back in again, and went to zip, and it just. So I had to tear the thing off. I came out in the parking lot and changed.
So if you had it, it probably would have been something that could have been a giveaway with the bike.
I could have, but
it's amazing how the first day took 6 weeks. That's what it felt like.
Well, it was a fantastic trip of just guys having a good time. We had a lot of guys. It was like 16 of us, you know, including the drivers. But it was any restaurant was a hassle. Any gas stops were, but fun. I mean, I'm just saying it's hard to get that many people into a restaurant on the road.
We were on the phone with Luke earlier today, and he reminded me we didn't stop in any bars.
Didn't have to.
Well, I'm just saying we didn't stop. I mean, usually that's part of the protocol.
One of the chase trucks had a kegerator, a full bar, full everything.
No, it didn't.
We drank and rode all over this country like a bunch of drunks. We all got DUIs. Just kidding.
No, that's not true. We're very responsible.
Yeah, right. We are. Mm-hmm.
I said drinkers. Yeah, where was I going to go? Because you just took me completely off the.
That happens easy when you have 3 guys that like to talk. You mess each other's vibe up, and you step on each other's thoughts, and you forget. But we do a good job of kind of.
I don't know where that's going either.
It went there because it's hard.
It was a great rally. My first was awesome. So many horse. Yeah, that was incredible. We can't thank people enough. I mean, we got there at 8:30 and started setting up the tent. People are already coming up. We tried to block off to make it have some a semblance of organization, and And we had people waiting 2 hours.
For those
3 hours
listening
for-
only and not watching, he's referencing a comment from Maria. Says, it was a great rally and
Yeah.
my first. It was awesome to see so many at the Boar's Nest. Good times, bucket list. Like you said, that
Yeah,
was a little
the support
interesting.
that we've gotten from people is just, I mean, we sat there until 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
something like that, shaking hands and taking pictures. And I know we didn't even see it. There were people that were telling us that they came up and just took a picture over the bikes and left because they didn't want to wait in the line. So I don't think we saw all the people, but we sure did see a fair amount.
Well,
So
if you've
that was
been
cool.
if you've been watching the thrashing videos, our videos, first one dropped yesterday. We have a bunch of them coming up. Get a different take and a different view from us, because they're going to be fantastic videos.
So someone made a comment. I like that you guys didn't get down when the bike issues happened. And again, you've probably seen a few of the videos from Thrash. And I mean, that's kind of who the group is, really. I mean, that's how everything we treat, you know, there's only been one time someone was creating some dissension in the group and it was about McDonald's or something, but we won't get into that. But
yeah, I didn't want to eat at McDonald's.
Mostly we've never really have any issues. And
No.
the same thing with wrenching on the bikes. I mean, people get down, they help each other out. It was great to have Evan and that team on board. It was great to have Dom knows that bike inside and out. We worked on his bike a couple times a day. But it wasn't like, oh, we're mad. It was, no, let's just get through this, help each other out and get on to the next stop.
We're very fortunate to have 3 different brands and 10 to 12 people from these brands that all get along, all ride good together. We know each other. It's fun. I wish everyone could experience it. Find your friends, find your guys to ride with, because you can't compare it, because the camaraderie and the fun and the travel and getting into issues and solving them and just laughing. And that's why we look forward to Sturgis every single year. We travel the country. We meet a lot of great people. Sturgis is the one trip a year that we love.
Well, and it's not just, it goes a little bit further than that, especially this year. We need to thank, your son, Thrash and Supply. We outfitted the bikes with all the Thrash and Supply stuff we could get on it. Chromeworks for the exhaust on our 2 bikes. Clockwork sent through some windshields on our 2 bikes. Memphis Shade sent through a windshield for Josh. We had Saddleman seats. We had Legend suspension.
Michelin tires.
We had Michelin tires. We had fueling, put the BA air filter and the dipstick. McCooney came on board and did something for us, which was amazing.
So with that being said, whoever wins this bike that we're giving away is going to have a bike that's like ready to go.
Wait, we're giving out. Can you answer this question real quick, Lance? What are we going to do with the carbureted bikes?
We're giving a bike away.
Giving one away, man.
We're giving a bike away.
Starting next week.
But I got to tell you, whoever is going to get whatever bike it is,
you're going to be stoked.
We did some nice work on them. So
I put JB Weld inside the dyno, so like it'll run once and then it'll just. No, I'm kidding.
Well, we did have a couple of issues, as you saw. The first day we were 120 miles in. Lance had heard a little clinking the night before, and coming off the off ramp to get some gas, lost the clutch. And luckily, we had the fueling guys there, and we took off both primary derby cover and the front cover
inspection. Yeah,
and we were trying to figure out how to find that nut
without draining it.
Without pulling the whole primary cover off. And luckily the fueling boys had a little magnet on a screwdriver and Evan was able to plink it out and put it back on. We're lucky it didn't chew anything up.
So with that being said, though, it wasn't really a mechanical failure. No. It was a mechanic failure. Mm-hmm. So if it might not be that bike, but if it is that bike, don't worry about it. It's good.
Lance and Galen, I have a question.
Yes.
That Terry also has, because I don't know. Are we going to the Virginia City Roundup? Is that a thing?
Don't know yet. When is it? I don't even know when it is.
I think it's coming up soon, like a couple weeks.
It's coming up in a couple weeks. I've got to go to Utah next week. So if it's next week, you two can go.
Is 2 weeks Labor Day? What is it?
I don't even know if Ration's going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I got invited to Havasu in 2 weeks, so I might just go work on this burning my back off. And
Maybe we just go next year.
we'll see.
Because I think they were going to hold some hotels for us.
Josh and I are driving in the Chevy while you're in Utah.
Driving
We're
where?
going to take the old truck up to Virginia City.
Go for it. Start
Yeah.
your own channel.
Hey, if you guys, this is just a little, Galen and I and Josh have a friend. His name is Tavis, and he's from New Mexico. And
He just called, actually.
he actually made my ring. He's making a bracelet for me now. He made Galen's bracelet. He's Navajo, and he's a brother of ours. And if you guys need any cool stuff, you need jewelry, Tavis is the guy, and he's a rider as well. So
I'm looking
he has
for
a
his
couple,
Instagram right now, but
Yeah.
apparently there's a lot
Tavis
of Tavis
Begay.
Begays. There's a lot of those.
It shows the jewelry. It's the one with the jewelry.
That's his. That's
Yeah.
another guy. He got that's a linked post. That's not his profile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll find it while you guys
You'll
are
find
chatting.
it. But on the inside of this bracelet, he's created with stamps a bunch of different signs. You can't see it, obviously, but I can. And then he also, in Navajo, put his name as an artist. So there's a lot of deep, special meaning for this bracelet.
And there's a
And,
lot of meaning for us to have these, because
You
he's
know.
found us through our Sacred Lands videos with the Mose family.
So Tavis, if
I'm
you're
a-
listening, thank you so much.
Yes.
You want to know his Instagram name?
Yeah, if you can
Sure.
find it, I can search
Okay.
it up.
Tavis Begay, 1987.
So yeah, just
a
a little cool
need to
thing.
check with him, because I went to high school with a couple Begays in Utah, and he's in New Mexico. I don't know.
Yeah, and the reason we brought it up is he's a friend of ours and he rides. And just if you're looking, there's the link. Josh will share it with you. Very cool guy.
You got to
So
put Bike Fest at Lake Ozarks on your list. Perfect for couple shopping restaurants. We had a couple in here, a German couple from Texas,
yeah,
and we were talking about different rides that we should be doing. So we may have to throw a couple of them in a hat this year when we're planning our rides. Laconia, Biker, what is it? Biker Blues,
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Maybe the Big Trip.
Mhm.
I don't know. We should. Oh,
it never
Purple
ends.
People Eater should stay in the stable. It's actually a really fun bike, and the thing rips. We figured out on the trip, there was another Road King in 05 that was with us, Evan Clean from Fueling. And when we get out on these roads and it's a little boring, and we decided we'd start racing. So we'll drop it to third, and then people will call in the comms 3, 2, 1, and we go. And Josh wiped me out one day, but
What happened?
You beat him.
you just waxed me.
Oh, I smoked it. Yeah. Galen, can you
Um,
read this out loud for the people?
Yeah. Did anyone tune in late and not hear the news about one of the carbureted bikes?
Yes.
We're giving one away.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I typed that. I just figured for anyone tuning in late, if you missed it, we're
Yeah.
giving away one of the carbureted bikes. We don't know which one yet. And you'll find out next week how you can enter to win said bike. So
But
that's all. Just
Evan
gonna
and I
reiterate.
started doing one of these things, and I was pulling him a little bit. And so we looked, and we believed the thing. I don't know what it is, but we believed it was opened up, and there's a different transmission in it. We believe the clutch basket's different, and we also believe it's got probably a Screaming Eagle cam in it, because the thing is just a ripper. And it was fun. It's a really fun bike to ride, I'll tell you.
You know, it blows my mind whether you get a Eagle Rider rental and you ride it for a weekend, or like these bikes we took to Sturgis. You get back on the bike that you own, and you're like, everything's different. You're like, have to relearn your bike or the bike you're riding. The shifting's different. It's kind of a mind blow how it changes that fast.
Yeah. I mean, took a day to get used to being back on the bigger bike. But someone asked about Shinkos. No, we're Michelin guys. The only two tires we've ever really fallen in love with was the Dunlop American Elites, and that was our go-to. Last year, we were approached by Michelin to take a look at these tires, the Commander 3 Touring, which has got a new compound to it. And as we do with everything, we said, look, we'll run them and see if we like them or not. And that was the trip where we're out 21 days and we put them through their paces. They went through heat, they went through cold, they went through rain. And we've found that we really liked that tire. We had someone comment, this was a few months ago, saying we're front runners and we just take the money and run. And that's not true. We test the stuff before we use it. And we tested it and we liked it, and the compound's different. I had heard some things on the Commander 3s prior. Josh had run them on one of his bikes. We didn't like them, but we are totally into the Commander 3 touring. And Josh and I tried the cruise.
Oh, yours are cruisers too.
Yep.
Okay.
Josh and I both tried the cruisers on the old model bikes, and they were great.
I went for
real quick before it's gone already, but I just wanted to say, Brandon, riding the Moki Dugway is awesome. If you ever get a chance to do it because it's a fun ride. It's like we've done it a bunch of times. We finally got the boys on it. It's almost like something you can say, I ran the Moki Dugway.
And none of it, I mean, if you got suspension and you have tires,
it works.
You'll be fine.
No, you don't even need that. Dom was on.
Yeah. I was going to say, and Dom did it
seat.
just fine. He's an experienced rider. He had a hardtail and he was fine. I mean, it's pretty much just a hard pack road.
Yeah.
There's a couple sections with a little more gravel / dirt, but if you've ridden a motorcycle for more than a couple weeks, you'll be fine.
So the Moki is spelled Moki.
Yep.
But you got it. So, we could,
So what about the tires?
I was just going to say, before Sturgis, before my road trip down south, I went for a canyon run in Malibu with the tires that came on the bike, which were like 8 years old. Not confidence inspiring at all. I was risking it for the biscuit, having some fun, but there were a couple times where I could tell they weren't meant to be pushed. And then got the new tires on and took it out, not the same canyon, but immediately going around turns, I could tell how much more grip I had. It handled quite a bit better. It's hard to say the difference between the Commander 3 cruisers on the Dyna and the Tourings versus on the Bagger, because the Bagger's got all the braking tech. It's a totally different bike, but I am stoked on them. So,
but I said in the comm to Evan, because he was behind you when it was raining. We didn't get rained on, but it had just rained and it was wet roads, and the displacement you were getting off your back tire. And I didn't realize that and Caleb told me this later, that cruise tire is their better rain tire.
What's that? So I'm trying to read comments. What?
So I'm saying, Caleb, the displacement coming out the water off the road from your rear tire, I asked Evan, I said, take a look at, and he's like, yeah, look, you were side by side with
really?
Harry,
okay.
And your tire was spitting.
Well,
water.
Harry had Shinkos, which are grippy and don't exactly have the same rain.
Well, it's very important, and most people neglect air pressure, tire age, how old it is, oil changes, air filter. There's so many things that if you do on your bike and you ride hard and you ride fast and you ride long distance, have that confidence knowing your bike is ready for action, because if it isn't, it's a bummer.
Look at Gears and Grit. Almost home from Sturgis last few hours. Go, brother.
Nice.
Right on.
It was also a little different Sturgis for us this year as well. The ladies showed up.
Yeah, I loved it. It was awesome.
So, speaking of loving it, this guy's username is BearJew911. We met him. I think he was the trucker in Beaver that came up and chatted. He's looking for bikes, and so nice to meet you too. Oh, he said,
we were just outside of Beaver, and he walked up and did he say it was on a Kawasaki?
I think he said he had I forget what he had, but he's looking for different bikes right now and drives all over the country, and
Dunlop AE2. We have not tried those. We've heard really good things. Dunlop is a great tire. We can't say anything wrong about the American Elites, but we're now on the Michelin. I think on the Elites we were getting about 11,000 miles on the first set of cruisers and touring and stuff that we had on the Commander 3s. I think you had 18,000 on yours.
I had like 18.3 out of the first set of Commander 3s on the newer Road Glide. And they could have kept going, but, we were going for a trip, put new ones on. I think I've got like 9 or 10,000 on this set because I'm approaching 31K on the new bike.
Gears and grit. We've been
Oh,
through
tired.
Yellowstone a few times, and we do absolutely
You
love
love
it. It's a great
You
place.
guys
I've been there my whole life, and I love it. We have a family cabin just outside, so we're blessed to get up there a lot. There's Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yogurt. He got a new
Riding
bike.
with
He got
Yogurt.
a Ducati. Now, so here's the problem.
Yeah.
Yogurt's schedule and my schedule. When I'm going 101 south to the office, he is heading 101 north to some appointment or work stuff. It used to be he was just on this black road glide, okay, with a yellow headlight. I could tell when he's coming. We wave. We might connect on the cardos momentarily. Then he gets a KTM. And now I got to figure out, is he on the KTM or is he on the road glide? And then recently he picked up a Ducati. So now I'm waving on all these bikes. None of them are him.
I wish I had his money.
I wish I had your money, Shannon.
Someone's been asking about whether the American Elites are better than, and I think we just said it, like, that's a really good tire, but we found that the new compound on the Commander 3 Touring and the Cruise tires done just fine for us, and in fact got more miles.
Yeah, I think all boiled down, the performance is near identical,
Yeah.
at least in my experience, but the longevity,
And think about it, like these guys that race,
Yep.
and they're in the bagger race leagues or whatever they're doing, they change tires every race. They change. So think about it. We go 8,000-10,000 miles or try and squeeze as many miles out of a tire as you can. I would, as soon as you start feeling a little bit of that no confidence, get rid of them and get new ones.
Well, what about the guy that Galen got the purple people eater from?
Those tires were original.
26 years old.
Cracks in them and hard as a rock.
But we think so. We think the rear wheel was not original because it had a 2005. There's a way to tell the date in the tire.
Did it say Harley Davidson on it?
Not that one. The front had the Harley stamped in it, and that was actually a tire from 2000.
I saw the tire hanging on.
I signed it for him.
He wanted it because he said it was so original.
The guy that pulled up after me at the tire shop bought those chrome wheels.
Oh, he did?
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
I was kind of helping him sell on it, but the guy was like, "What's up with those chrome wheels?" And he was there for new tires. And then Mark was like, whatever his name is.
I should have bought them.
Yeah, but he was like, "If you buy them, I'll install them." Anyway, this besides the live, I thought you'd find that interesting.
That was definitely interesting.
Oh shit, he got a nail in it
Okay.
after 700 miles.
Yogurt
That's not good.
Said he'll look for me and wave erratically. Thank you.
That
makes
good.
my life easy.
Mike, did you carry a tire repair kit? Those work really well.
How many miles did the PPE come with?
Purple people eater.
Ah, wow.
It was
12 or 14?
No,
18.
18.4.
And yours was 14, Lance?
Mine was 14. I think it's 18 now.
Gotcha.
It can't be.
Or 17.
Maybe
I mean, I put
yeah.
mine was 49. I think I have 53.
I think we put, but you did a.
I did some other. I do ride more.
I did about 200 miles on or 300 miles, and then I think we're at 3,600 miles round trip on the trip we just did. So we're over 21,000 on mine, which is great.
Wow.
Just getting broken in.
Yeah, someone said so. They're barely ridden. It's pretty amazing to find a 20-something-year-old bike with less miles than our brand new bikes.
Right.
But
we had low mile bikes.
Well, that's a good thing and a bad thing because you're kind of like, well, how long did they not ride it?
Yeah.
Right? How long's it just been sitting? So first thing we did is change out all the fluids. And the second thing is get into the primary and see how that tensioner looked. We changed the shoe on all three bikes there. The third thing we did was look at all the carburetors, and thank God McCooney came through because Josh and I both had problems with our float bowls. But hey, they run and they ran well, and
that's all.
Whoever gets one of these bikes is really going to be stoked.
Yeah, they're sitting here right now. We look at them every day.
All right, Scott's going to go to Monument Valley. I love it. Great meeting you at the Boar's Nest. You got to check it out. Look up Mona at Goulding's Lodge and let her know that you heard through 2LaneLIVE and have them set you up.
I would
when
ride
is-
there right now in a straight shot and arrive in the middle of the night just to see Monument Valley, Star, Sky right now.
Monument Valley is great. It's such a unique, interesting, wonderful, colorful, awesome place.
Yes, but the nail went in sideways, so I haven't tried the plug yet.
Do either of you guys want some beef
Did it
jerky?
go into the sidewall or just go in sideways?
We haven't been to Canyon de Chelly though.
What would be some of the best or go-to places? Man, it already disappeared. Oh, there we go. What would be some of the best or go-to places to eat in and around Deadwood, Sturgis? Sometimes it's hard to catch you on your and Thrashin' vlogs. Hard to catch it.
We shouldn't tell.
Yeah, we got
Was that way?
Yeah, we can't tell because then everyone will
People
go there.
go there.
locals don't like us anymore.
It's just walk the street and check it out, and you'll find them really easy.
Most restaurants, aside from the fried food tents, are pretty decent.
Yeah, and they don't have those in Deadwood.
All right, so we'll give you a little couple hints. So Legend is a steakhouse and also a breakfast house in the hotel across from Outlaw Square. Really good steaks.
But that blew it right there.
And
now
and
we can't eat
That's
there
okay.
again.
And really, really good breakfast. Scott Jacobs. is
No.
another place.
Jeez,
Yeah,
you're
very-
outing everything.
Very good.
Scott Jacobs is
we're
my
not going to
favorite.
Deadwood anymore.
Burger King is great.
Go to
McDonald's.
Rapid City and eat at all their restaurants.
Rapid City actually has a Domino's and an AT&T store.
We don't eat in Sturgis because it just none of those. I mean, you're getting all kind of the same food there, which is just
There is a
quick and
couple
dirty.
like, fried rice with the wok and like random stuff like that. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to find it.
not
Quality
in
restaurant.
Sturgis. They're on
Mavericks
every.
is good.
But
5
some people
feet.
have fried chicken tenders and they're like, this is great. This is amazing. There's
Right.
plenty of that.
Riding with yogurt. What?
He saw Mustard Bob going the other way.
Mustard
Oh.
Bob.
You guys ever been through Indiana? It's not much of a destination, but my little hometown has an amateur circus in the last week of July and is home to the International Circus Hall of Fame. Interesting.
Whoa.
We've
Interesting.
passed through a corner, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been through there.
I don't
Yeah.
think we have.
Maybe not.
I think Indiana came to us when we were in Cave City. The
Gotcha.
pastor was from Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
We'd like to. We still got a couple of states to check off our list. So
planning my first Sturgis trip 2026. Hopefully I'll run into Gulf Shores, Alabama. Nice. But we're going to do something again this year. We don't know what it's going to be if it's a second annual Burger Bash or what, but we've got to figure out, because of just such the demand, and believe it or not, it does get a little bit tiring just because we don't eat and we don't drink and we're just in line for 3 hours shaking hands.
can I
We
ask
love
you a
it.
question?
Yeah.
If I had a speaker right now and a microphone and the speakers are right next to you and I said, Galen,
Yeah.
I'm working right now. Please wait an hour to ask any questions, take any pictures, or say
Yeah.
anything, and stay behind the things we have set up.
Yeah.
Would you immediately go move the things we have set up and ignore what I just said?
Yes.
If you guys couldn't tell, I didn't get sleep last night.
Because
I'm cranky.
Because I need to see you.
Good.
But yeah, I don't know. We've been kicking around some other ideas
Uh-huh.
that could be really fun and still accomplish some of the things that we need to accomplish. But the Burger Bash was insane, and so was the ride to Sturgis with Thrash, and
Well, I don't know.
that was insane as well.
If we don't get 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we're shutting this thing down next year.
We
So
actually-
we won't be going anywhere.
We had a comment because we missed 1 week of videos while we were in Sturgis. And someone said, hey, I'm kind of worried. Are you guys out of business? I noticed you haven't posted in a while. It was 1 week.
No, we're going to go out of business.
We're done. Sorry, guys. Thanks for the good
Sell
times.
it all.
So Helper, if you look at our Sturgis before the rally videos, you'll see we did an interview with Scott, and he talked about his career. Where we consider him a good friend, and he actually has come up. We talk with him every year that we're there, and so check that video out because I think it'll show you some insight into him as well.
Mark Robinson said, any thoughts on next year's Sturgis bike project? Rigid frame? I'll do a rigid. I could do a rigid. for sure.
We are doing moped scooters all the way from Los Angeles to Sturgis.
I mean,
And I have
it's
to
a
tell you,
challenge.
someone threw out a thought of kickers.
Yeah.
What's it? Oh,
Just
what?
kickstart.
Kickers. Like with the
Helper
boot.
has seen the interview, so
Oh,
that's
cool.
awesome. And then Dallas says, what states do you guys need to check off? I'm going to look at the map while the guys ramble.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. We haven't done Indiana.
We haven't done South Carolina. We have not done Maryland.
Haven't done Alabama or Mississippi or Louisiana.
That's true.
Or Arkansas, I don't think.
We need to do that. We did a little piece of Oklahoma. We did Missouri.
A lot of the East Coast, surprisingly.
We have
little corners
Lance
of
and I
it.
have done. Lance and I have done Hawaii.
I've done Alaska.
We have not done Alaska.
I've never done Arizona. I got to do a few more things in Arizona.
Storm and Norman. Hello from Illinois. What's up, Norman?
Storm. Yeah, hey, we got his business card too.
Well,
That
we
was
have
great.
we have a good time in every state we've been in so far, and we always find something new. Even going across the, what do they call it, the Corn Belt? You know, I don't know, what do they call it when you go through Nebraska and Iowa and
so.
those kind of. I mean, people told us, that's straight line, boring, but we actually enjoyed riding through those states, and it was like so. If you're open to seeing great things, you don't have to rush to check all the states off in the country, because I'd rather enjoy what we're checking out at the moment.
I think this is the best idea
Good
ever.
job, Kyle.
Everyone should ride choppers, but Dom gets to ride a brand new bagger. And he just gets to hang around.
I don't know, man.
I
Look
don't
at
know.
Rich Ortega's comment.
You guys should do a raffle where the winner gets to fly out to California and spend the day ridding with you and then finish the day having dinner. That would be, I mean, you have to wait and see.
You never know.
You never know. And if
Riding.
you don't go, you won't know.
Yeah, really.
That's right. If you don't
Go, you won't know.
yeah, okay.
So you better go. And are we giving away a bike?
We are giving away one of the carbureted motorcycles that we picked up for the ride this Sturgis.
When are we going to start talking about it?
I think we're going to actually start spilling some beans on Monday, and the official announcement will be in Wednesday's video, aka episode 2 of the
Can you
Sturgis
spill some
series.
beans like Sunday?
You want me to spill some beans Sunday?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I could do that.
Just some light beans.
Okay.
Just
like-
a couple beans.
Yeah, not a whole can.
The winner of the new bike will get that, so make sure to tune in this week. Thanks, Kyle. Kentucky
you'll find
has,
All the rules and how you have to do it and what it takes. But I know it's going to be hanging out at the 2LaneLIFE website.
Kentucky has Rabbit Hash, and Indiana has Little Nashville and Story. So there are a couple of great spots. Rabbit Hash, really?
Do you smoke that or do you eat that?
Is that?
Can you explain?
Yeah, is that?
Explain.
You like eating mutton, don't you?
Don't touch me.
You guys ever ride Montana around Flathead Lake and Glacier? We passed by Glacier, but
We will be.
Road to the Sun. We'll be there next year for sure.
Possibly. Not that direction.
Yep. This series of videos with 2LaneLIFE and Thrashing has been great. Don't know if it's the bikes, the destinations along the way, or the number of guys riding together. Probably all of them. Keep it coming. Thank you. That was my favorite trip of all time. So, favorite Sturgis of all time.
Was it your favorite because you got to stop and camp and do different things along the way? Is that what made it cool?
I think it was smelling the roses, taking the time to get there, having all those different experiences. Riding the carbureted bike was super fun.
What's the big deal?
The group. What's the big deal? You think riding carbureted bikes is special? You guys stop doing what you're doing. The group, again, over the years, we've all just gotten closer and closer. There's a couple extra folks this year. It was just a blast, dude. Having the brand reach where it has reached now and being able to enjoy the fruits of our labor with that, it was just awesome.
Well, the fun thing that we keep repeating and everyone's talked about is like going 65, 70. You can hear the comms, you can hear the music, you're not getting your head beat off, and then
What?
Your head, you know what I'm saying?
Beat off.
I
didn't know
look where his mind
got your
is.
head beat
Oh,
off.
dude.
The gutter. He had to bring that up.
You brought it up.
You brought it up.
I
Even
didn't say
worse.
anything.
I stopped. You went ahead.
Well,
You said it.
So yeah, it's like you get on. Then we take our new bikes and we're going 100 and 110 miles an hour. It's a whole different world.
Yeah, I don't know what we do next year. I mean, this was kind of the icing on top of the cake,
And that's a good thing, not knowing yet, because we'll figure it out.
So we'll have to figure something out. I don't know. I mean, Dom is a warrior, and he really put the paces in. And you and I are a little bit older, if you haven't noticed.
I could do it.
You could ride that hardtail all the way out there.
I could ride a hardtail to Sturgis. Absolutely.
Damn, we got caught.
There's
we
no
all
such
know,
thing as age in my book.
We all know you guys trailed those bikes. Fake riders. You caught us, brother. You caught us. The camp outs look awesome. Did someone say gutterhead? Thank you for all the time and you guys put into this. Thank you. We appreciate that. Then someone said, this is what I was trying to find. Did you guys have to make adjustments with the altitude changes on the carbs? We did not. We bolted them on here. Didn't touch them once. Decided to pull that choke. And yeah.
The Makuni guy said, Steve over there said, you won't have a problem going coast to coast.
Now we didn't. I think the highest elevation we got to was probably 9,000 or 10,000. We didn't. Mm-hmm. We weren't up in the very top, but they still. I mean, you just ride it differently. You gear down a little bit, and but they weren't bogging out that much. You just ride it different.
I just don't have a gas gauge, so I just kind of ride it.
That would
runs
bother
out
me.
Of gas.
I don't like not having a gas.
I think it's exciting.
It's
like
definitely
last
exciting.
night I was on the freeway, flew by this car, and then right after, so I start panicking and move over the lane, turn my reserve on. I was fine. I was gone. Then I got gas on the way home.
But it's funny because you raise that. You don't have that on the other bikes. You don't have on
the new bikes, yeah.
So it's like you have to think about things differently. When we were getting close on gas, I'm like, I started reaching down just so I knew exactly where, because I knew if I started sputtering, I'm going to have to flip that. But that's what I'm talking about, why I loved it so much, because it just changed the ride completely different. Even the ride home was different than the ride out there. We were able to go a little faster, but it's still a different feeling of
I mean, those bikes had no problem.
That was great.
Going 90. It's just that
you're just winding them out, though.
I know, but we did it because we hung out with Dom on the chopper because he couldn't go. He couldn't go
I know
90.
It was different.
Yeah,
but
the weird thing is when you go to start your 24, you just have to touch the button. But on those, you have to hold it down.
On mine, it snaps. I mean, I hit it just like that, and it pops, and it's on.
It starts fast, but you got to hold it. If you do that, it ain't interesting.
I shouldn't say on mine, on the Purple People Eater. Yeah, so we did have we got to a little bit of elevation on the last night coming, not home, but the last night of riding. So that was Thursday night, and Lance was having a little bit of a bog issue.
It wasn't bogging; it was just slowing down. No matter how much I twisted, but you didn't go boo, boo.
But it's on its way to doing that.
Yeah. So, but
as soon as we went downhill, we were like up probably 8,000 or 9,000 feet up.
I was actually 80,000 feet or 80,000. Yep.
800
above the stratosphere.
Yep. Above sea level.
You guys did great this year. Now you got to ante up and come with a great idea for next. Yep, you got it, Adam. We're going to figure that out.
Do the ride without van support. We did that for 5 years.
Or longer.
7
we did
years.
It for 7.
Well, they.
But I mean, the vans only really were there to carry merchandise to set up at the events. I mean,
no, there was a Blackstone grill.
Well, that's true.
Steaks.
But the thrashing van really was more so they could pull the trailer.
We never needed
home.
it. So let's see. You guys did great this year. Now, lost it. You guys did great this year. Now you got to ante up and come with a great idea. Let's ride dirt bikes there next year. Fuck it.
I think we should just 2-up.
Yeah.
Figure out who you're riding.
I'll ride solo because I got to film, but you guys can do that.
Just
Bud
2-up
Light stuff.
Everything.
Yeah.
What did Hook Dog say?
On old bikes.
No, there's something. Maybe we missed it.
He said do the same ride without van support. Evan is harder.
Gotcha.
Evan is harder with more stories. Does the man. I'm deciphering. You guys have to do trips overseas. We would love to.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
is totally on the
We
list.
got to figure that out. Why don't you give them just a brief little rundown of what you're seeing coming out for next week?
I was going to answer this here. Ray, he was just taking photos for his own enjoyment. That was not part of the video or work stuff. This week, currently I'm working on episode 2 of the Sturgis series, which we're riding from Grand Canyon Caverns to Monument Valley, where we get to camp on Hunts Mesa, do some off-roading, have steaks at midnight and sleep under the stars. And it was incredible. Then after that, we have the river rafting day. After that, we might see if we can squeeze out 2 episodes in 1 week at some point to get this to your eyeballs. But in the meantime, we're pushing them out as fast as possible and enjoying some fun footage.
Will we see Grandpa's Garage on this one or no?
That was
before
episode
Moab.
3.
Yeah.
So that would have been maybe episode 4 is the river rafting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Grandpa's Garage is
Which is
episode
when
3.
you see that, and I think probably some of you saw it in Lance's videos, but I mean, this is how fate really works. And we're sitting in Blanding, Utah, and yes, you will, Yogurt.
That'd be a sight to see.
We're in Blanding, Utah, and Dom's got this tank strapped to the frame. Things are broken, and Josh just strikes up a conversation with a guy pumping gas, and he's into motorcycles. He'd just done a trip in Alaska on some ATVs and had a great time. And Josh got into commiserating and told him what was going on with Dom's bike. And he's like, well, I just stopped and went pee at my buddy's place in Moab. You should call him. Josh got on the phone and they invited us over. And what we did for a couple hours there was pretty insane.
Great.
It was really cool.
They're little, not
it's a little fun thing when you go with that big of a group, and like you say, no helmets off at gas stations, or you try and make a decision of where should we eat, and everyone's standing around and nobody has an answer. And it can be 2 hours later of just kind of walking around, and then the decision's finally made. But it's crazy how it's almost like you just need a leader just going, nope, we're going here. Everyone else shut up. Let's go.
So I don't know, that went off tangent, but
yes, I like to do that.
It was really cool, this garage. You got to check it out. And if you're in Moab, check out Grandpa's Garage. They're open to anyone. They've got a big compound behind their house, and it's really, really open arms. Grandma opened us.
They have tools available. Arms. They won't work on your stuff, but if you have the knowledge and skills, you can borrow their tools.
They'll weld your stuff.
Brandon says, how long does it take an episode? How long does an episode take to edit and get out typically? For the more vloggy stuff, it takes a week, but it only takes 16 to 20 hours of editing. For example, today got here at 9:15 and I've only done about 20 minutes of editing because we have so many other things going on. We're having meetings with brands. We're, answering phones, shipping out orders. We're, the media portion of the business is very small. But if I was locked in a room, I could maybe edit a simple episode in 16 to 20 hours. And then you think about getting it out. We make 3 different thumbnails. We write a blog. We upload photos to the blog. We make email newsletters, web banners for the mobile website, for the desktop website. So call that another, 6 to 8 hours per episode. Does that answer the question?
Maybe. And the one guy, go back to Grit and Gears, he was saying the guy editing has to go and be insane. Dude, that all has to be awful.
No, it's not awful. It's just very time
to the guy that's doing it right over there, and you'll hear him bust out in laughter in his office, and Lance and I'll poke our heads in. But he's been doing this for 5.5 years, and we don't understand how he can really hear our voices as much as he does.
Then maybe I'm starting to realize that's why I'm going a little crazy sometimes.
I think it's time to think about hiring, and what's now. An editor.
They did 5 years ago.
When Josh is filming what
2
he's
inch.
filming and capturing a story and creating a story, and then he goes into the edit room when he's dropping all the footage and knows what he filmed, he knows what he wants, he knows his storyline. So he has a plan.
I'll tell you, Gears and Grit. I appreciate you sticking up for him, but I don't know if he slipped you a Venmo or something. But we have tried handing off some of the footage to others, and respectfully, we love the people that have helped us, but it's a little tough because Josh knows, to Lance's point, he's on the trip. He knows what he's filming. He's got an idea.
And it's in every single shot. That's what's hard about giving it to another editor is when I'm filming, every single shot is planned out from A, B, and C. The shot that I filmed at 12:01 is filmed purposefully to flow with the one at 12:02 and in turn 12:03. I know, what might look like an accident to an editor was purposeful on my end, and it still will come out good. But yeah, it's kind of, I would rather have someone doing all the 90% of my job and I get to focus on the editing than someone do the editing and I focus on the 90%.
But now we have a guy that will be our truck driver. He just said that when you got
hell yeah.
But out there was another one up there. Oh, 2Lane videos are the best on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate that cooking.
That cooking, that's a appreciated comment, but we don't understand why we don't have 100,000 subscribers. It's still puzzling to me
because my editing sucks.
Because we got this slow growth. Are people afraid to hit subscribe? I don't get it. Are our videos watched by people, but no one's subscribing?
I did see something on here that was kind of an interesting idea, and I don't know all the details. Just like everyone else, I've probably just seen it on the news. But supposedly Harley is planning on a $6,000 entry-level bike. Imagine, I would have to imagine they won't be incredibly fast.
That's our Sturgis bike.
That's what they said. They said ride the 6,000 Harley to Sturgis next year. That'd be
that kind of
gnarly.
stuff.
Matt, if you're listening,
he can't say.
No, you can't say anything. You can just,
I'd love to see more Elvis. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have to order another one of those suits.
Well, we're up at the hour, so it went really fast, but hopefully you enjoy the next set of videos. We know you're looking at the thrashing stuff. We had a comment yesterday on the premiere that people love watching both sides and how thrashing gets their story up and then how we come in. So that's cool that you're watching both videos. I think the 75,000 people we've got, though, are some of the most loyal followers you can find on YouTube.
I think they're pretty
absolutely
cool.
So get your friends to be loyal like you.
We appreciate that.
Yes. Hey, who's Gary Anderson? Is that your brother?
That's my brother.
Gears and Grit. I was not referencing that. You're good, brother. Let's see. See you down the road. Love you guys. Can't understand how you don't have 100K either. Thanks to all three of you guys. Thank you, everyone. That is awesome. It's 4:57.
Yep.
We love you all.
8:05.
So
we giving away a bike?
We're giving away a bike. So for all 293 of you that are watching live right now, and hopefully more of you.
There was 300.
I didn't even notice. That's awesome. Stay tuned. This Monday, I don't know, a couple of days after August 14th, my brain is fried. Or Sunday, we're going to drop some news. Anyway, we're giving away a bike next week. Shout out to Hetz T13 for the beer money donation.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
What was the one above?
The comments are flying.
Anyone that wants to hate on this, anyone talking shit on the channel, go back down. Other way.
Down.
Nope, up above. Anyone talking shit on the channel, go up a little. Right there.
Can suck it.
Sound like a good pork roast.
Thank you, Das.
Right on.
Thank you. That made me laugh.
All right, so stay tuned. If you're not signed up to our email newsletter at 2lanelife.com, that is the best way to get immediate news.
The very best way.
The very best.
Very best.
Nobody does news better than we do.
Better. No one.
Okay. That's it. Thank you guys for watching.
See you guys down the road.
Bam.